All right, everybody, welcome back. We just shot a video earlier, but I quit it a little early because, didn't want to take up too much time. But I was just on the phone with my mentor, and I found something in the final box today that we're going to go back in, and I'm going to show y'all because it's kind of interesting. And he wants me to get rid of it. So you're saying to yourself right now, what? He wants you to get rid of it? What could he possibly want you to get rid of? Okay, well, I'm going to show you. First of all, you saw there, I did end up adding that fourth box. Because, yeah, we've got bees galore. Okay. I mean, there's bees in every freaking box, on every stinking frame, throughout this whole hive. And so something has happened. So we talk about the swarm, right? The potential for swarming. Something interesting happened when I was looking in this bottom box. This final frame here that has all these bees on them, my smoker's out and I'm not going to go get it. Something interesting on this final frame is that my bees, although they don't seem to want to swarm, they have created a queen cell, a single queen cell. And my mentor was like kind of surprised by that, only because he's like, a single cell, just one? And I was like, yeah. He's like, that's very unusual. And I said, okay. I mean, like I told you guys last time, typically they're going to make a ton of queen cells, right? They'll make like 3 or 4, and then they will, those queens will battle each other to the death, right? Okay, but look. Okay. See that one right there? That's a queen cell. Now, I've seen them before, but this one has a larvae in it. And normally they don't have larvae in it. Sorry, I'm just bad camera. Bad cameraman. So I looked inside and there is a larvae in there. So he told me what I should do, squash it. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to grab my hive tool and we're going to scrape it off. Oh, look at that bad job I did with these strips. And grab my hive tool and I'm going to take it off. And I kind of want to take it off carefully before I just scrape it off or squash it, because I want to show it to you guys as up close as I can. But they're kind of hard to do carefully, I guess, because even just doing it as tenderly as I just did pretty much squashed it. So yeah, that was the start of maybe potentially a swarm. But like he said, that's really peculiar that they would only do one, because it's normally like they do 5 or 6, and you have a whole kind of like row of them along the bottom. We only had the one. So that's pretty much all we want to do here. And now we're just going to put everything back in to the hive. Everything back together. The other thing he told me is you don't have to be looking at every single frame anymore. That the key reason, or like the key thing you're going into your hive to look for, is like evidence of swarm. So like that. So what he said is go into your hive, crack the boxes open, and look at the bottom. And if the bottom looks like there's a swarm, then go into your frames, because you have to figure out why. You know, what's the purpose of the swarm, and or the potential swarming. So, okay, so there's tons of bees on this right now. So what I'm going to do to try to mitigate the number that I take out here is I'm going to try to set this down really slowly. Okay, that was pretty good. And we definitely lost some, but that was pretty good. I think I'm a little in the grand scheme of beekeeping. I think I am very cautious of squashing them, whereas other beekeepers, like, you should see how the other keepers toss their boxes around. So I'm not saying one is better than the other, but I think by comparison, I am much more tender than most beekeepers are. And again, I'm not saying I'm perfect. There's definitely going to be casualties. But if I can help it, I'm going to try to. So yeah, there may be a break here in my videos, by the way, because I'm playing in a chess tournament this week, and that's going to put me in Madison all the way through Sunday. So probably won't get into the hive until sometime after next week. So yeah, anyways, that was going back in to take out a queen cell. Thanks for watching.